Hello everyone in YouTube land, Nintendo Fanboy 07 back here as always. Alright, I'm doing a topic video for once in my life on this channel. On my channel, I haven't done a real topic video in a while. Jeez, it's been a while. Well, not that long, but just getting back into the groove because there's just not a lot going on this year, and I'm just kind of, yeah. There's stuff going on obviously this year, but I'm just kind of, yeah. I had to make a video because, well, there's something I want to talk about. You obviously know what the video is with the title, and just I've been paying attention way too much attention to the news, and I have to get my mind off of it and do a video and focus on things that I love, and just kind of, yeah. I mean, it's easy to get distracted by stuff, but I have to do a video here, and yeah. But anyways, obviously you know what the title of the video, you know what the video is with the title, so let's get right into it. Nintendo, I'm trying to think here, I don't know what the title is as I'm doing this video, but Nintendo and $60 ports. I don't know what you want to call it. Oh, this topic is a huge debate with the gaming community and the Nintendo community, the Switch owners. You know, like it's really, yeah. I mean, people are split on it. Some people are fine with it. Some people are not. The $60 ports. Is it all right to charge $60 for a port? Especially for a game. I mean, a game that's what, 6-7 years old. Okay, all these games that have been ported from Wii U to Switch, they're about 6 or 7 years old. Majority of them are. I'm just trying to think about a new Super Mario Bros. U, Captain Toad, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, Mario Kart, just all, Pikmin 3, and now, New Super Mario 3D World. Some of these games have added features and added content, like Pikmin 3, I believe, has an added feature. I don't know what it is, I forgot at the moment. It's not worth it, I don't think. I mean, and like I said, these games are not even that old. They're old enough to not be charged $60, but they're not old enough for me to revisit them again, to buy them again. You know what I mean? They're not like, oh my god, I haven't played the game in a while. I have to buy it. I have to add it to my collection. Oh my god, it's so crazy, Or if you never owned it or played it, yeah, you're gonna spend $60 on it. Especially with we're talking about the Wii U here. There's so much stuff to unpack with this debate. I want to get to everything here, okay? Okay, if you haven't owned a Wii U, you're going to spend $60 on Super Mario 3D World. Especially with the added content, you got it. Fine. You want Bowser's Fury? Go ahead. Is it worth it for me? No. I don't know. It looks okay. It looks really good. Yeah, I love that game. Like I said that before in my other videos, I love Super Mario 3D World. I have it on Wii U. It's a great game. Even though I have some issues with it, but it's a great game. It's a great Mario game. It's a great platformer. It's better than Odyssey, in my opinion. It's more creative. Some people said I was lazy, whatever. Some people said it was kind of all over the place and no world had really a theme to it. But I love that game. I adore that game. That game is amazing. It has a great soundtrack. Gameplay's great. I love the 4-player option thing. But I don't know. Like, is it? No, I don't. I honestly don't think it's worth $60. But you have to look at the Switch. Also, again, this is a lot to unpack. We're talking about the Wii U and Nintendo trying to recoup all that cost from those games. But again, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the Wii U first-party games on Wii U sold very well. I believe a lot of them were million sellers. New Super Mario Bros. U, for the people that actually did own a Wii U like me and whatever, people actually bought the games. Like the install base was high. They actually bought and played all their games. They weren't just buying it for the hell of it. They bought and played all their games, all of them, all the first party games you can think of. I don't know about Pikmin 3, but that is definitely an underrated series. It always will be an underrated series. It'll always be one of those series where it's like it appeals to a certain audience and that's it. It's not going to be an Animal Crossing, not even an Animal Crossing. It's not going to be Mario Kart or Smash, or Mario or Zelda. Like it's not going to be that. Pikmin is big with Nintendo fans, but it's not big with casual audiences, though. So there's that. Fine. You can charge $60 for it, make your money off of it. But then you have games like Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, I don't know. That sold really well. I don't know if it sold as much as Returns on Wii. So I don't know. It's just really weird. That was $1 million seller, I think. Yeah, it was. So it's like Nintendo, you made your money. You made your money off the majority of these games. So if you want to charge, I mean, yeah, if you want to make your money off these games, you already made your money off these games. And they used to do this. They used to do a reduced price on these games, man. Like, Player's Choice. Are you even... I wonder if anyone's watching this, if you're old enough to remember Player's Choice. Obviously, probably you are. I don't know. Then Nintendo Selects. I mean, yeah, $20. Sometimes they were $30. It's better than $60. It's half, whatever. They've been doing it forever, so... Obviously, and then you have the Switch. Like I said, Wii U didn't sell really well. Then you have the Switch tax. Like, the game cards are very expensive, so I guess that comes into play. I don't know. They're expensive to make. I mean, the 60... I mean, is it even fair to compare the Switch to the N64? Look back at the N64. Those carts were very fucking expensive, right? I think they were expensive. Obviously, discs were cheaper. But yeah, when they came out with Player's Choice, I believe they were $20 or $30. If I'm mistaken. God, it's been so long. I mean, I lived through that era. So, so I don't know. Is it fair to charge $60 for a 6-7-year-old port? $30 would be great. You'll make your money off of it. You know what I mean? I mean, why am I complaining? I played all these games. For the people that haven't played them, they're not losing on anything because they haven't played it, so it's new to them. This goes for any port, not just Nintendo. I mean, obviously I'm talking about Nintendo here, but there's a lot of ports on Switch that were $60. Like Doom, that one was $60. I get it that the developers need to make their money and all that stuff. I don't know, what was Skyrim? I don't know, remember what Skyrim was when it came out, I don't care. But, wonderful. I'm just thinking about all the third-party ports, too. But I'm just thinking with Nintendo first-party stuff here. So, I mean, yeah. If your game was $1 million seller, I don't think you have the right to charge $60 for it. I don't know. I really don't know. God, I also... Yeah, anyways. Now we have, you know, the Super Mario 3 All-Stars coming out, which is 3 games. That's definitely worth... I say that is worth... I'll give them a pass on that. That is definitely worth $60 because you have 3 games in there. Even though there's some, you know, 64... Mario 64 is... Well, a 20-year-old game, and these games are not touched up at all. Well, they're touched up, they're cleaned up, the resolution, but they're not, like, totally remade games. You know what I mean? They're not remade. Wind Waker HD on Wii was definitely worth... That was $50, I think. I believe that was $50 when it first came out. God, that was totally different, because that looked like a brand new fucking game. Like, that looked like a full-on remake, not even a remastered, because it's called HD... Wind Waker HD Remastered, or whatever. Or, yeah, just Wind Waker HD. I don't know. It's a really weird debate. I guess it depends. If you have played them, don't buy them. Like me, like I'm not gonna buy Super Mario 3 World. The added content is a plus. I remember when they were doing it on the 3DS, they ported Donkey Kong Country Returns on the 3DS, and they added a whole new world, I think. I was like, oh god, it's not really worth it. I don't know. Is it? Sounds like it, but is it? It's weird. It's a weird decision. It's a risk, because you're like, is this worth buying again? Especially on a handheld, you know, when that came out. I don't know if anyone remembers, obviously, probably do. They ported Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is a Wii game on the 3DS, and they ported tons of fucking Wii games on the 3DS. Kirby, Epic Yarn, Xenoblade, the first one, which wasn't worth it. What else did they port to the 3DS? They're Hyrule Warriors. That was a port. That was a Wii U game. That wasn't worth it. But yeah, anyway, like, there's a lot of stuff that comes into play with this. Wii U didn't sell really well, but the games did sell well. The games did sell well. Look them up. Look up the sales charts on those games. But also the Switch sales tax. I mean, this tax on the game cards, because the game cards are expensive. So I don't know. I give a pass on Nintendo on some of these, like Pikmin, fine, whatever. But also I don't care. Fine, it's your money if you want to spend $60 on it. If you haven't played it, if you have played it, that's a waste. I honestly think it's a waste. Even if they're adding content to it, like Pikmin 3 or Super Mario 3 World looks like an all-new game, like they're adding, like it's an all-new section. And that game was long enough. That game was hard towards the end. That game is like, the difficulty spike goes way, it's like, holy shit. The rest of this game was easy, then you're like, okay, it's just really weird. It's a weird game, but I love it. But is it worth $60? I don't think so with the Bowser's Fury thing. Ports. Yeah, Super Mario 3D World. Super Mario 3D All Stars. That's a different thing. Another thing comes into play with that is that it's hard to find, and that's what it's going to make it sell, because you're thinking you're getting something like special, like a collector's item. That's what Nintendo did with the NES and Super NES. They're very smart. They're very smart. It's very thought out very well. They know what they're doing. Same with the Game and Watch and all that. They're making stuff hard. That's what you do. It's just you make stuff hard. You make stuff hard to find, so people want it more. That's how you do it. But I want it because I want it. I don't want it because it's hard to find. I want it because I want Super Mario 3D All Stars, because I'm going to buy it anyways. Because I want to play Galaxy because it looks really good, obviously, and good resolution. Because it looks kind of ugly and Wii, whatever. But this is Nintendo, man. This goes for, like I said, this isn't just go for Nintendo. This goes for Capcom. Capcom is the king of ports. If you think Nintendo is, Capcom is the king of ports. People buy their games over and over again. Resident Evil, Mega Man, whatever. Collections. It's nothing new. But we're obviously talking about Mario here, and people are going to buy it. People are going to buy it. Who knows how long this thing is going to be hard to find. They said March, but it's like, are they going to continue that? They can't discontinue a game. That's stupid. Just keep it out there. It's a game. It's not like the NES and SNES Classic, where I can see where Nintendo's coming from with that, because the plastic. They don't want to focus on keep making that over and over again. But the Sega Genesis Classic is out there still, and it's been out since last? It's still out there. I don't know when Sega is gonna discontinue that. But Nintendo obviously runs things different. Nintendo is the Disney of video games. Like, they really are. They hold on to they rightfully so. I am a Nintendo fan, and I see where they're coming from. They clutch on to their franchises like they're pearls. They really like, this is my. They're very protective, just like what Disney is with their properties. I get it. They're some of the biggest franchises in gaming. Like that, I get it. But they know some people are going to buy it. But even hardcore Nintendo fans like myself, I hate that term hardcore, but I just can't do it, man. I can't do it. I want to play something new. I want to play something I haven't, Plus, I have other money. I have other things to spend my money on, things I need, and other things that I want to. But down the line, will I? Maybe if I need to. I'm sure the games look good on the Switch screen, touch stop, and all that stuff. But it's not worth it. And the added content is good. Of course, they add content. Why wouldn't they add content to keep you from buying it? Play this content. But once you get to that Bowser's Fury thing, it's going to be worth it. Like, okay, this is totally worth it. But anyways, I'm kind of running this video on too long here. Are $60 Nintendo ports worth it? I don't know. Maybe to you are because you haven't played them. I don't know. If you have, I think you're wasting money. Just don't buy it. Just don't buy it. Wait. And Nintendo games take a while to drop in price. I'm the one that buys them first day, usually. There's some I haven't bought yet. But, yeah, they take a while to drop in price. If you're a fan, you're going to buy them. One way or another. You're going to buy them first day or first couple days they come out, right? Doesn't matter what game it is. You're going to buy a Nintendo game because they're Nintendo and they have quality and polish. And people usually keep their Nintendo games in their collection. They don't, sell them or trade them in. But maybe some people do, obviously. But I don't know. Whatever. Buy them or not. Comment down below. Do you think it's worth it to? Or $60? Is it justified to spend $60 on a port if it's 6 or 7 years old? That's close to 10 years old. It's getting there, which is freaking crazy for some of these games from Wii U to Switch. And can't stress enough that the Wii U didn't sell well. I get that. They're trying to make money off the money that, I don't know, did they lose money off the Wii U? I don't know. Maybe they profit off it. They're trying to recoup their cost of all of these games, man. They want to make money. Especially Pikmin. They want to get Pikmin out there. Pikmin is it's a beloved series, only with certain people, though. And then you have Super Mario 3D World, which is Mario. People are going to buy it. Hell, they're going to probably have people that have played it on Wii U. They're going to play it on Switch. The majority of it are going to come from people that never owned a Wii U. We're not talking about the Wii here. We're talking about the Wii U. That was the Wii. Huge difference. Hell, even the GameCube. obviously was a huge success compared to the Wii U. I believe, yeah, duh. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna end this video here. Close it out. You know, the Wii U wasn't successful. They're porting games. There's a lot of ports. Hopefully they kind of slow down on that because we want new games, and they are. You know, we have Animal Crossing, we have Paper Mario, but obviously those are just like the other ones in the series, kind of in a way. But they need to start. This could be a whole nother video where they need to start bringing back old franchises, F-Zero and whatever the fuck else, Wave Race. But anyways, peace out. More mana videos coming soon. Coming on below on all this stuff. So peace out. Later. More random videos coming soon. Later.